Okay, continue with solving trigonometric equations. Given this question, square root of 3 tangent of x minus pi over 6 minus 1 equals 0, solve the equation. So what we could do, as we did before with regular equations, you need to eliminate -1, so add 1 to both sides. So then square root of 3 tangent of x minus pi over 6. And add 1 will cancel, equals 0 plus 1 is 1. Then divide both sides by square root of 3. So tangent equals tangent of x minus pi over 6 equals, you divide by square root of 3, divide by square root of 3 equals 1 over square root of 3. Once nothing here before or nothing after, we could deal with that. So we need to be focused in getting rid of tangent. So what we could do is to bring arctangent to both sides. So the inverse of tangent, okay, in both sides here. Then it will be tangent, cancel arctangent, then it will be x minus pi over 6 equals arctangent of 1 over square root of 3. Okay. So let's find out the angle that its tangent is 1 over square root of 3. So we need to do that, this one, work on here. So we know that tangent is positive in the first quarter and also in third quarter. Just to give you time to think with me. So here in, okay. Okay, yes. Do it very quick. Very quick. Okay, good. Okay, group it. Okay, good. So our angle is, it could be in first or third, as we know. Tangent is positive in first or in third. So we will graph this angle. So let's say that our theta is in here. Perfect. Oh, let's go over the line again. Line is not that perfect. Okay, red. Okay, good. Okay, and another one here. Yeah, make it right angle. Very good. Okay, and this is our angle here. Then tangent means the opposite over adjacent. The opposite is 1. Adjacent is the square root of 3. And hypotenuse here, square 1 is 1, square radical 3 is 3, 1 plus 3 is 4, then radical is going to be 2. So 1 is square again, plus square root of 3 is square again, then it will be 1 plus 3 is 4, all under radical, it will be 2. So this is 2. Okay, and this is the condition for 30 degrees. Our angle is 30 degrees. Remember, the opposite is a half of hypotenuse. Famous angle, 30. And 30 in radian means it's pi over 6. So it's 30 degrees or pi over 6. So we'll deal with pi. Remember that? So it's pi over 6. So one of the solutions, and I prefer to write it down twice. Yeah, write it down twice. So write down that again, x minus pi over 6 equals tangent of arctangent of 1 over square root of 3. And we found that the first angle in here, let's highlight it. Yeah, the first angle here, it will be 30. And we need to look at the second angle here. Okay. So the first angle is 30 degrees, which is pi over 6. Okay. And don't forget to mention when we have tangent, we add what? Pi k or pi n. K is a number, 1, 2, 3, 4, integer number. Okay, so we add pi over 6 to both sides. Then the first angle will be pi over 6 plus pi over 6 is 2 pi over 6. 2 pi over 6 plus pi over pi k. Then it's divided by 2, a will be third. So x equals pi over 3 plus pi k. This is the first solution. The second solution, x minus pi over 6 equals tangent. As we mentioned that tangent, positive tangent should be in first quarter or in third quarter. All sine tangent is positive here, cosine. So here is our second angle will be in here. And as we learned before from previous videos, that will be 180 or pi plus the angle that we have, which is 60, which is 30 here we have. 1 pi plus 30. Pi plus 30. So pi plus what? Pi over 6. So this will be pi plus pi over 6, our angle, pi over 6. Pi over 6 plus pi, it doesn't matter order. Okay. And then we add pi over 6 to both sides. So add pi over 6. Cancel out, then x equals pi plus. We did that before, it's pi over 3, finally, pi over 3. And then 1 pi plus 1/3 pi, it's 1 and 1/3, which is 4/3. 1 and 1/3, make it proper fraction, 1 times 3 is 3, plus 1 is 4, will be 4/3. So the second solution will be 4/3 pi plus, don't forget to mention, pi k or pi n. So this is one of the solutions, and this is the second solution.